always make sure that'll break loose before I break loose anything else, because a lot of times you have trouble with this. If you do, you can tap it along the back and it'll come off. Sometimes you gotta heat it up. Sometimes you gotta spray lubricant on it. But anyway, I always try to break that loose before you break anything else loose. That way, if you have any trouble with anything else. And most of the time, if a toilet's not flushing like this, it's gonna be the vacuum breaker. But it's hard to diagnose whether it's the vacuum breaker or the diaphragm a lot of times, so it's just better to change all of it. This is how you do it. This is vacuum breaker. We'll try to get it. A lot of plumbers will throw that away.
Why?
It's supposed to be a friction gasket. It don't really work right, so a lot of cats will just throw it away to be done with it. And a lot of times, if I'm dealing with one that's real tight, I won't put it in there. Don't ever work on one of these without one of these. Because if you ain't got one, then you take this thing apart or you start working on it, that's what you're gonna need, that's what's gonna leak, is that rubber gasket right? Always go into mine like that. And twist down into my vacuum breaker. Your ass on. And that's why a lot of guys will throw it away right there. And it gets in the fucking way. I really don't think it fucking do. See? So it was just catching it and wouldn't let it.
How many of these do you think you've done?
Shit. Over my career, I started off doing new construction commercials, so every one of them, I mean, I've set hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them in schools across all the state, because when the lottery came out, the state got all that funding to start building schools, and that's what we did, we built schools. Shit, probably a couple thousand. I mean, that's one thing to keep up with it. We built schools a long ass time. And contrary to popular belief, this doesn't have to be that tight. If it's leaking, you got something else going on. You might need to change your valve. And then something else I always do, it don't always have to be done, is I change this handle. That's I just throw away the pieces I need, but and that's a major rebuild for a Sloan valve. That's everything. Typically, only thing that don't change is the gasket that holds the spud in right there, and that's pretty much so it. The You can rebuild this, but if it's working, it's stopped. It's not got any need in it. And this is my building, y'all. I wouldn't be nasty like this in somebody's building working.
Sure.
And see how it was hissing in the beginning of it? A lot of them will do that until you flush it, and then once you flush it, it'll clear it up and make it stop. And then you'll hear that thump, thump. You might hear that a couple times. Ooh, hey baby. I'm gonna try to blow one on me. Did you see that? Somebody tried to blow apart right there.
Yes.
We won't let it do that no more. Now let's see what does it again. And when it starts skeeting like that, you gotta turn it all the way open or all the way closed to stop it. Most of the time, even when they're brand new, they'll leak halfway between the open and the closed for no fucking reason at all. It's just the way the valve is designed. So if it does leak, just make sure it's all the way open, all the way closed. That should stop the leak, and then we'll get in there, flathead screwdriver, and then once you get it all the way open, always make sure you come back a little bit so that it takes the tension off of the nut.